Kichi Kichima Simran Kondo Alliance shoot to kill Yamaza, kill the Boer, the farmer, kill the Boer, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa. Attention. Kichi Kichima Simran Kondo Alliance.
As you see, we back with another one. More controversy. Stay tuned. The white African farmers in South Africa in turmoil. Elon Musk versus Julius Malema? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but stay tuned. We're going to get busy on some topics.
The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
You're live with King MattTheGod. The God's back.
Let go.
Let's get locked in.
What's up, y'all? We are back with another. You are now rocking live with King MattTheGod. I think I said that right there. But yeah, we back with another one. Today I'm just off work, just laying in the bed, being a lazy piece of shit. Sometimes I'll just be sitting back and just watching the news, seeing what's trending on social media. Like, let me turn this music down. I do this shit every time. I forget to turn the music down. During the intro, I'll just be yapping away. But yeah, like I said, you are now rocking live with King MattTheGod. We're back with another controversial discussion of what's going on in South Africa. You know, I was just sitting around, just laying in bed, being a lazy piece of shit all day. And I just was like, what's this? Just keep going. Like, Elon, because I'm on Twitter these days now. I'm going to keep one. I just uninstalled Instagram. I just felt like they controlled media a little bit. Like, a little bit of the Democratic fake news is roaming over here, even though fucking Zuckerberg is the one who owns Instagram, because they Facebook, Instagram, same thing. But so I got rid of Instagram. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I unfollowed DJ Academics, because you know about that freaky booty shit, freaky weird pedocrat shit he was on. And I was like, I don't really pay that much attention to Shade Room. I mean, if I want some ghetto news, it's probably not important to me anyway. So Twitter's where I've been at. So I'm on Twitter, and Elon just keep posting about like this black leader, black president of South Africa or something. I think he's the governor. How he was calling for whites to be like killed and stuff like that. The song I was just playing in the beginning is basically something like "Kill the Boer, kill the farmer," which basically is an old village song chant they would sing when colonizers was killing them. And it's probably still to this day. It's probably a lot we don't know what's going on, like intimidation, probably still a little bit of lynching and stuff we don't hear about. Someone might come up missing here and there. But the white African farmers are saying, this weird one's being oppressed down in here, and they're trying to take the land from us and stuff. Like this is why I said this is a touchy topic, because sins of your father. like Beowulf, sins of your father. Like, no, like, and Elon, he's basically, because he's a descendant of the people that was benefit from apartheid down in South Africa, basically steal the land, segregation. You in Africa telling Africans they can't do this and that, and they can't do this and that, and basically one of those whites only bathrooms, whites only water fountain, all types of weird shit. You know how they come with the weird shit, right? So apartheid ended, right? And I guess it's been probably turmoil back and forth. I'm pretty sure it's still a little oppression of the native indigenous black people of Africa. Cause they said I'm hearing that it's only about like 7-10% of that area is white people, and they own like 70 to 80% of the land and stuff like of South Africa. Like, wow, like so Elon Musk is obviously a descendant. His father or grandfather was basically down with the apartheid and shit. Like, let's just keep it real. Stealing land, deleting, probably some graping, a lot of graping going on. They that's why it's just a weird how they're like, oh, we're in danger and they're threatening to break in our property and kill us and rape us, and like bro, like, you don't say, like like what do you think is gonna happen? Like, because the argument is always all over the world is for Caucasians, and they arrogance will be like, oh well, it happened. That happened in the past. That was 100 years ago. Get over it. It happened 50 years ago. Get over it. It can't happen a month ago. They'd be like, get over it. Like, what? Like, and it's funny that the dude Julius used the same analogy that I was trying to use with someone. Like, if your father or grandfather stole a car from my grandfather, right? And then 2 generations later, the car gets passed down to you. You wasn't alive. You didn't commit no atrocities. You might be a good person. But then here I come along and I'm like, hey, that's the car that someone stole from my grandfather, and he's driving it. It's like, do I have the right of taking that back? Or are they gonna say, oh, get over it? Well, I didn't take it. My grandfather took it. Or say if they were a recipient of stolen property. You know how they say, it's like just because you bought stolen property, that doesn't mean you get to keep it. The person that it belongs to, it goes to them. Shit, you shit out of luck. If you bought that land after apartheid, or if your great grandfather handed it down to you, or any of it like wealth, I should be able to snatch that will back. Like, yo, like, give me that fucking will back. Cause real shit. But it's a touchy subject, cause it's like, it has to be some type of middle ground. Because the same shit going on in America. I'm pretty sure it's land, houses, all types of shit that probably originally belonged to some indigenous black people. And we don't necessarily want to be like, oh, we want our shit back, and we honestly, we're not even really that thirsty for reparations no more. We're just over it. We just want to be fucking united and move on and do great things as a humanity. But a lot of times these things just keep popping up, like these racist keeps rearing its ugly head, right? So it's a touchy subject. Because obviously he's for protecting those white farmers that's down there in South Africa. But if all this time y'all have acquired the wealth and the land in that area of chasing the people out, doing horrific things, we're gonna get into some videos where, that's why I even added Elon, like, bro, like, maybe you need, like, what did y'all do to them for them to act like that? What did y'all do to them for them to act like that? Like, maybe you need to go deeper into what happened, even if it's your own people that it may have committed the atrocities. That's the problem. I feel like white people can't connect the dots. Like, it's like, I get it. if you were born into a racial class that's being taught and programmed that they're the superior race, and even if history reveals itself that this shit was taken in blood, it's like the human ego, the human mind ain't trying to give up power, even if it was stolen or it was wrongfully taken. Power land, you're not gonna want to give it up. But it's like, can you sit with a conscience knowing some, like, this is the most touchiest subject when it comes to race relations, when it comes to reparations. So this is on full display what's going on. So let's get into some things, because I believe Elon is definitely on the right path as far as what he's doing with Doge, but he just keeps going in the wrong direction. He's jumping in topics that may pertain to him, since he's an immigrant from South Africa, but he needs to just leave the racial topics and the immigration topics alone. Stick with the Doge and the government corruption right now. Like, he's veering off, and I'm just like, I'm even at him in my comments. I'm like, bro, you about to blow it, bro. Like, don't drop the ball. Like, the thirsty racists and the neo-Nazis, they foaming at the mouth right now. Like, they waiting for any type of like fuel for them to be on some bullshit. Like, and I keep telling y'all that Trump first term was doing okay until the emboldened supremacists came out of nowhere, and Trump didn't denounce them, and it just went downhill from there. And I'm seeing a repeat in this administration. It's about to be the same thing. And it might start off with you, Elon, because you can't seem to just like I mean, I get it. You from that area, you benefit from the oppression of them people in that area, but y'all talk like it's like, that's why throughout war, when invaders invade a country or a land or empire, and they take over that area, for the most part throughout war, they would kill the men, not so much the women, because you know that they fucking monsters and they raping the women and impregnating the women and basically reproducing with the women of the conquered people they conquered. That's how we always keep getting mixed in together, and the lines get blurry of who the original people there. But they usually kill the men and the children. They kill the children because they don't want the kids to grow up and seek revenge. You can impress them, probably try to program them with the education system they did here in America, but the truth just always comes forward. And that's how it is with the black Americans here. We waking up, and we don't necessarily want to go enact revenge and stuff, but we like, oh, this will really happen. Oh, this will really happen. You can't run around and say that we just worthless and we didn't create nothing, or we was this and we was that, with that rhetoric they try to spin. So I think that was always the part of war. Like, you gotta kill the children, because look what's happening. Them South African colonizers, they probably wouldn't have been able to wipe out the entire continent of Africa, but look what's happening now. Now it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You know what I mean? That phrase. So let's get back. Let's drop some videos and we could talk about it. Hope y'all tune in. If anybody tune in, like and subscribe. Elon versus Julius. Let's check it out. Turn this music off. So I guess this is a song they chanting and stuff.
Kichima, Simran Konto, Alliance, shoot to kill, Gamaza, kill the Boer, the farmer, kill the Boer, the farmer, brr, pa, brr, pa, attention, Kichima, Simran Konto, Alliance, shoot to kill, Gamaza, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer.
I feel like it was another video that was that shit was almost. I was about to remix that joint. I'm trying to get y'all a little context, everything, because Elon he started me about to doing this live stream because he started it because I started seeing him posting about. I'm like, what does he keep posting about this for? Like, it's starting to get deep. So now they got like white people and people in Egypt. They basically are saying they're indigenous to Africa now. So I don't know if this is a skit or not, but I was like, this shit was funny. Oh my God. Wakanda forever. I'm thinking of all types of remixes in my head and I can't think of nothing funny. I'm just like, like what type of Shaka Zulu? Yo, who made this? What is this? I don't even know how to touch this with no comedy. No comedy. Alright, let's keep going. If y'all seen on another video, the neo-Nazis showed up in Cincinnati. Now the niggas out there strapped. Niggas looking for any action, like, and I can't even lie. The police are being pretty cool about it because I know they wondering like, are all those guns legal? Like, but the cops almost like, shit, do your thing, man. I told you them cops that stopped that neo-Nazi protest. They probably wanted them motherfuckers to get fucked up, but they was like, we can't lawfully let y'all, the community, just jump on them. All right, let's go back to the topic. Back to Elon. Let's see what other people. I need to find Elon's tweets about it, cause he tripping. But basically, Elon, like, this guy Julius I keep saying his name wrong. Julius Malema. He keeps saying this guy Julius Malema needs to be labeled basically a I guess a terrorist and a global criminal or something. It's like how y'all it's crazy, like the hypocrisy and the play victim of certain groups after they've done horrific things to the other group. It's just mind-boggling. And this is a weird story, and it's sad because, yo, we rock with you, Elon, like, but you wrong on this. But it's hard for you to accept that you wrong because you're directly connected to the history of this. Like, your peoples was fucking benefiting off of, like, stealing and killing and whatever the fuck else they was doing as a group. Even if your grandfather didn't do the worst of it. Like I said, y'all, I bet y'all still won't give up your fucking what y'all benefit from it. Like, yeah, y'all won't give up the privileges and whatever the inheritance you got from it, though. Y'all won't get that shit up, though. So they having a whole party with this shit. Alright, I'm trying to find Elon's tweets, but I don't think I'm gonna find
No, Elon, Boer is a reference to kill the Boer! Kill the Boer! Oh my god, they want.
I mean, don't get it twisted. They are like referring to like kill the white people or kill, but clearly it's because they did a bunch of fucked up shit to them. Like it's like if 100 years after the Holocaust and the Jews was like moved on and maybe setting up a Zion state, and they were chanting "Kill the Nazis, kill the Nazis." Would no one say, "Oh, that's hate speech and everything like that"? They will say it's a little harsh, but they have the right to feel that way. Like they try to commit genocide on them peoples. Like, so when niggas got they chant, "Oh, you monsters, you're calling for genocide," like bro, like, are you serious? Like, it's like a motherfucker, a murderer. He got the knife in his hand. He be like, "Y'all can't be murdering." Like, bro, you still got the knife in your hand. Like, when you're still actively killing people. Talking about, and pointing at other people, saying, calling them bad murderers and bad people. Like, bro, it's weird. Like, and it's not all like white people, because we all know that. Like, it's still this pocket. Like, and I don't think Elon is racist. I just think he's on the wrong side of understanding the history of what happened in South Africa with his peoples and with everything that went down there. Like, and obviously, you gonna side with your tribe, shit, like, which is kind of wrong. Like, your tribe should be righteousness. That's why I added him. Like, yo, maybe you need to find out exactly what happened and what they do to them and why they feel that way and why they still singing that chant, that song. Like, maybe you can bridge the gap and help. Like, you have the resources and the power to do that now. Don't just be like, "Oh, this guy is a criminal, or a terrorist, and he's calling for genocide." Like, bro, like, look what y'all done. Like. But anyway, that's not time. I'm gonna let the clip speak for themselves.
Want to kill the white, kill the Boer, kill the Boer. Oh my God, they want to kill the whites. No, Elon. Boer is a reference to Dutch colonizers who came to colonize Africa beginning in the 17th century. This is part of South African heritage, the fact that they've been colonized by Europe. I mean, entire books have been written about what European colonizers did to Africa for 4 centuries, not least of which was the transatlantic slave trade. No, they want to genocide the whites. We should arrest them all. This is akin to someone saying kill the Nazis and you being like, no, they're saying kill the Germans. Oh my God, another woke moralist. Come to think of it, you yourself are part Dutch, and your family moved to South Africa because of the wonderful opportunities that the apartheid state could offer white people. What you're doing is a crime. I am the victim. Elon, you are the richest human in history, and that is largely due to the fact that your starting point in life was as a white male from a rich, affluent family living in apartheid South Africa, where you had the white minority stealing the land of the black indigenous majority and subjugating them as second-rate citizens. This injustice will not stand.
Like, that's how crazy it sounds. Like, this is crazy. And if I go in the comments, you know, the racists, them bold and racists, they like, "Oh, that guy's a criminal," and basically talking about the bull Julius. He's a criminal. I'm gonna let you hear the bull Julius. Like, at first I heard a couple things and I'm like, that is a little harsh, but like, they have a right to feel harsh of the history. Like, but he don't exactly he talking about kick those farmers out and hurt them and nothing like that. He just basically saying, y'all gotta act like y'all, we gotta have equality. You can't be acting like you better than us and you sitting like, you know what I mean? That's crazy. Motherfucker sitting in your house and you know that he broke in your house and he live in the house and you just like, it's cool, you can stay. But they still walking around like they better than you. Like, hold on, buddy. Like, I let it go, let it pass, and let you rock out with us, and you still walking around like you better than us. Like, we should split your shit. Like, that's how they feel. Like, yo, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just the audacity is ridiculous, it's crazy. Like, all right, so like, listen to this story. Like, this is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a deep
area.
I mean, I don't necessarily condone the eye for an eye, but you hurt my kid, I'm gonna hurt you. or you slap my mama, I'm gonna slap your mama. Like, the fuck, it ain't gonna be just like, so. So a lot of people will say, well, that's what they get. They shouldn't have been there and all this stuff. Like, but if they didn't personally commit the crimes, it's still messed up. But like, shit, I'd have got out of there. If like someone said in the comments, like, if I knew my family, my mom and my pop, benefited off of oppressing another race of people in the country that I'm living, and then as time goes on, like, I'm gonna be like, all right, it's time for me to get on out of here. Like, it's time for me to get the fuck on out. Like, after my pop and my mom pass, and maybe the wave of the country, you gotta read the room. They like, okay, the natives are starting to look at me crazy because my mom and my pop did some fucked up shit. So eventually, I'd have just left. But of course, you know those farmers in South Africa, they ain't trying to leave. They greedy. That's the reason they there in the first place. Like, they ain't shit. They a piece of shit. So eventually I'd have left. Like, I mean, you got to read the room. You can't be hanging out in the club or in the bar and no one in the bar like you. Like, like, because you probably did some fucked up shit to them. And now they looking at you like, we should fuck you up. Like, I mean, you gotta get on out of there. Like, like, go, like, it could have been left South Africa. They not. It ain't like, that's just crazy. It ain't like these farmers are stuck there. Like, oh, like, we have nowhere to go. They go anywhere in the world. These people be having like 2-3 passports, bank account full. Like, bro, I'm just keep playing shit.
Her husband David was murdered when bandits robbed their farm.
I turned around to David and I said to him that they're coming and they've got guns.
The couple fought back. David tackled to the ground. Bernadette shoved in a shed where she found her cell phone.
I couldn't make a connection. Next minute I pulled the door open and I saw David on his knees. I could see he couldn't fight anymore. And the next minute just shot him.
They executed him.
Yes.
He was on his knees.
He was on his knees in front of them. He just pointed the gun and he pulled the trigger.
Broken but unbound, Bernadette has kept farming. She feels she has her own stake in this fight, the very land where her husband's blood was shed.
Farming was in our bones. It was in our blood. This is our passion. This was our life.
Bernadette is Afrikaner, descendant from the Dutch, the British who colonized South Africa.
You love this country.
Yes.
This is your home.
I said, like, I don't agree with them if they was on that shit. Like, we just gonna storm in there and murk all the farmers down there and we gonna take it back. Like, what they probably did to them, but I don't agree with that. Like, it gotta be some type of way. Like I said, for the most part, as I said, are y'all still walking around stuck up and stuff like? Like, we're gonna learn more. We're gonna learn more. Hell, Mandela talking. They treated him like shit. What? Got the white dude singing it too. That's wild. that's nasty work. I mean, but they probably feel the same way. They probably seen like what some of they like fellow like Europeans was doing. Like, it was like probably like that shit fucked up. Like, I'm gonna listen. If it come down to skin color and righteousness, I'm gonna choose righteousness. So, if black people, I grew up in the time if black people were oppressing white people or any other race, and then it was just like, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Like, I'm not exactly gonna be on the side of my own race. I'm gonna be like, like, they probably, that's what they like. I'm pretty sure a lot of white people probably was scared. Like, if we help y'all, they gonna string me up. Like, it's I don't know. Like, it's good and evil, y'all. It's not race, man. It's just the programming is so strong that People can't see through it. The motherfuckers probably just murdered probably a whole village of people. Like they probably singing to keep from fucking, or they probably couldn't fight back. They fight back. British gonna probably send a whole bunch of people there to wipe them out and shit. I'm trying to find the ones where I had like 5 speeches from the Bull Julius. Alright, I got him. So Elon been going in. He been basically tweeting a bunch of shit like, this guy he ain't shit and he's a criminal, he's a terrorist, and that's why it caught my attention. Like, what's Elon going on about? And he just, and it all unravels. It's like, Elon, like, bro, this is just not the fight you should be fighting. Even though he is deep and is connected to him, but it's like you on the wrong side though. Like help them, help bridge the gap, help complete the peace. Like, all right, here go an interview
from somebody's theft. No more, no less. So he believes you can't, no matter how bad the injustices were in the past, you can't fix it by grabbing.
And that is madness. How does taking my car, which you stole from you, become a theft? Mm-hmm. You steal my car.
He believes it's theft. Just taking land from someone is theft. No more, no less. So he believes you can't, no matter how bad the injustices were in the past, you can't fix it by grabbing.
And that is madness. How does taking my car, which you stole from you, become a theft? Mm-hmm. You steal my car, I come and take it. I find it, I take it. In Terra's mind, that is theft. I mean, that is insane. We're not stealing anything. We're taking what is rightfully ours. But I'm not taking my car and leaving you stranded. I give you a ride. This is my car, I'm taking it.
Without compensation? How are you getting a ride?
No, I'm giving you a ride. We're driving together. Right. I won't leave you here stranded. Right. Yes. Why should I compensate a criminal? You steal my car, you want money from me to buy it. You're committing more crime by wanting me to buy from you.
Because that was one of the fundamental...
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's you know what I mean? You know, that's what I say. Elon and the Thirsties, we call them the Thirsties, they try to paint him as like some monster, and he's not exactly saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna kick you off that land and take shit back, but they might be saying like, hey, look, open up your doors, welcome in arms like we did y'all. Like, don't, because it sounds like they be courting off them whole zones with big fences and shit, like electric fences. Like, I mean, rightfully so. The motherfuckers are savage. They want a little revenge. Of course, people just gonna be like, fuck it up, we just want revenge. But he's not saying that. He is like a couple of them gonna be saying like, it's just like, yo, stop acting like you better than us, and stop acting like, because it still sounds like a little bit of a segregation type vibes down there and stuff.
He believes it's theft. Just taking land from someone is theft. No more, no less. So
South Africa, but I won't beg them. I won't be on my knees begging white farmers to stay in South Africa. Mm-mm. But they must stay. If they want to stay, they are more than welcome. Like all South Africans, there's nothing special about them. Nothing. To ask me about, do I see value in the white farmers in South Africa, is to ask me about white privilege. I'm not going to glorify it. I see value in all South Africans. White, black, Indian, colors. All of us. I value you. I want you to contribute in the growth of the economy. There's nothing special about white farmers. There's nothing special about white people. The sooner we do that away with that mentality, the better. I have no problem with white people at all. I have a problem with them being treated special. I have a problem with privilege. That's my problem. That when I say something, it's wrong. But when it gets to be said by a white person, it's right. I complained about Indians and how they are treating our people. The same way an Indian former constitutional court judge says, when it is said by an Indian judge, it's not a problem. When it is said, because they've got a special place in heaven and we are all going to hell. I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that. That when things are said by certain people of a different color, they are understood. But when I say them, or Dali says them, or any African says them, they are said by an African child who comes from a poor family, a child of a domestic worker. Who's he to tell us? Can't be told by these people. So no one is going to destroy any white farm. No white person is going to be killed or beaten up under the EFF government. It will never happen. But they will have to come down from the high horse and be here with us. What makes the hostility is the inability of our fellow white South Africans to reach out. They don't reach out. They actually create an impression that we are actually owing them an apology. Not the other way around. We are the... I've never met a white person who says, let's preach reconciliation. They don't preach reconciliation. The victims are the ones who are preaching reconciliation. Victims. Because who are begging. I'm not Cyril Ramaphosa, I don't beg them. I'll never beg them. They are going to stay here if they agree to be equal to black people. And I can tell you, my brother, I hear your accent. South African whites, they don't fear war. They don't fear blood. They don't fear any land taken from them. They know it will never happen. They fear equality. That's the only thing they are scared of. That they are going to be equal to monkeys. That's the only thing they fear. They know this Malema, they've listened to my talks. They know even when they reported me to Human Rights Commission, there's nothing hate about what this guy is saying. They know that. My crime is to demand an equality. That's a crime I'm committing in this country. To demand that the white minorities must come down from their high horses and humble themselves.
That's why it was worrying me when I was seeing Elon tweet about this shit, and I'm just like, bro, like, like, I hope this ain't just a ploy that now that you in power or have power in the White House, now you can try to paint and demonize the guy. Like, that's what it was. It was the vibe I started getting. I'm just like, I just think sometimes people don't understand because they're on, like, if you on the whatever situation, you on the wrong side of it, you still trying to take up for your own race or your own tribe. You're not really like if I'm driving a Benz and it was stolen by my grandfather from your grandfather, and you run up, hey yo, I'm not trying to get out this Benz. I'm like, that's just human nature, and that's what a lot of us understand, but don't be riding by in the Benz like laughing at us like, look at you bum, like, bro, you in my grandfather's Benz, you talking shit, like
and work with fellow South Africans, these Africans have got no problem with whites. Actually, they love them too much. Some of them hate me because they think I hate white people. Or, hey, this one is going to make whites go. This one. They hate me for that. That's how much they love white people. They are prepared to sacrifice their own brother in protection of white people. That's how much they love. They have no problem with it. It is white people who have a problem with Africans. They do not see themselves being at the same level with Africans. And it's not only the white farmers, it's not the white managers in the newsrooms. It's not the white editors only.
Let's see what else we got.
So he believes you can't, no matter
to believe what Donald Trump is saying about South Africa. Hey, lovely people. And
it's hard for me to take this side because a lot of these people that's taking this side are liberal, or they might not like Donald Trump or Elon Musk. And I like both of them, but it's like I'm like, Elon, you're on the wrong road here. Like, but a lot of people, like, it's just, I think also the news media, what they're going to push a little bit also is different situations to try to blur the lines of Democrat and Republican, or left or right, or righteous. So it's like on this side, I'm on this side of the argument, but then half these people, most of the people, they don't like Donald or Elon. And I think for America, shit, they're good. But like I said, maybe don't be meddling into international affairs so much. Let's concentrate on home. Like, so this is basically a white Afrikanish. They call them Afrikanish, like with a K. Like, it's weird. And I can go deeper into that, but I'm gonna leave that subject alone. Some people say they are the true Africans. That's deep. I'm too deep for y'all right now. All right. Anyway, but yeah. So he's basically against, because he probably understands, like, yo, it's been fucked up shit going on here, and we understand that. And Donald Trump and Elon, y'all need to stop trying to stick y'all noses in it. We fine over here. It's not as, like, maybe they trying to make it sound as worse than it is, because that's what say Elon just randomly start posting about the guy, like, leading that chant, that song on that first video. So, and that video is old. It seems like Elon and this guy been going back and forth for a couple years now, probably tweets and different things.
And particularly a quick word to my American friends who might be tempted to believe what Donald Trump is saying about South Africa, my home country, where I happen to be right now. Him and Elon Musk are racist twats who have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Because what they're doing is taking the word of a fringe racist group called AfriForum and other disaffected whites, disgruntled by the end of apartheid, feeling hard done by, and much like the Israelis, victimizing themselves when they are not victims at all, bitching about how, you know, land redistribution is racist against whites. These are such ignorant provocateurs, and it's going to backfire on them. South Africans' majority, the black majority, and it's a multiracial, multi-tribal society now, only own a tiny proportion of the land versus the size of their population. And while white South Africans make up 7% of the population, more or less, they own about 70% of the decent land. And so the redistribution of land is to address past inequities, and the vast majority of South Africans agree and understand why that's happening and that it's a good thing. It's also under a very strict mechanism. Now, not everyone agrees, of course, with the mechanism, but the principle is what racists like Musk and Trump are railing against here on behalf of a bunch of assholes who equate equality with oppression, because for so many years, decades and decades of the apartheid era, they were the oppressor. And as we know, whenever the oppressor
When I remember, I said that the lines are starting to get blurred. Like, what I kind of feel when I was thinking earlier about this subject was when we was in the election season, it felt like we all united to stop the Democrats and the Diddycrats and like the ushering in of the full Sodom Gomorrah era. It was gonna be bad, like if they'd have got in there. And now that we're in there, it's like now the emboldened. It's like after we got that victory, now it's like now the main event, like black versus white. Like it shouldn't be like. So I don't know how it's starting to turn this way. Like no, I'm just sitting back watching. Like no, it can't. No, like stay united, hold the line, motherfuckers, hold the line. Like, and it's just like now we gotta deal with the final issue of like. I can't describe it. Like we defeated one boss, and now we on the next boss of like the issue of like we're still divided. We're united, but still divided. A little bit of like ego is involved, like racial ego. Like
looks at something like equality, it suddenly becomes oppression.
And I was just thinking like now it's just got to be. We rose above the Sodom and Gomorrah era, and now as a political party, because I'm Republican, baby. But now we might have to rise above a political party just on some straight righteousness. So it's levels. Like we won as a Republican party, but now we might have to elevate higher than that. If y'all understand what that means.
Of him. So fuck Elon Musk. Fuck these idiots from AfriForum. You probably know nothing about them, but this is a bunch of, the equivalent of your kind of Proud Boys hanging on to some past that never actually existed, and a past in which the vast majority of people in this country were oppressed, suppressed, and treated much like, fortunately not quite as badly as the Israelis treat the Palestinians. So this whole railing against South Africa, I'm going to add one more point. South Africans on the whole, all of us, white, black, Indian, colored, which is not a term, is a specific term for those of you who might get offended by that, a specific racial group. We are very, very resilient people. As a country, we have gone through a great deal, both in terms of the early part and then the transition from the apartheid era to genuine multicultural democracy. And whatever Trump throws at us, we can handle it, because we've been through far, far worse in our history. And my hope is that South Africans all turn around with one voice and tell Trump to fuck off with his sanctions and his fucking withdrawal.
And I think a little bit Trump is going off a little bit off the whims of Elon, because Elon is probably more passionate about this situation, and so he's probably bringing it to Trump. And Trump is like, and Trump like a couple of days ago said, "Hey, those Afrikaners farmers, we'll give them we'll give them asylum or help move them. Like they don't have to be there. Like as if they was being like oppressed and attacked and murdered and killed. I mean, they might be, and I don't agree with that if they are like converging on them. Like, but so Trump just on some. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Trump's walks a line of like not saying the wrong thing, but not doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Like it's more like, let's just get them people out of there, and like same way he's doing with Gaza and Israel. It's just like, let's just get them people out of there, and the perception of it is looking like you helping Israel, the people that's the reason this is all that's going on. Like but Trump just on some, I guess, just the solution, even if the solution is fucked up. Like, let's just get them people out of there, and like, because obviously people gonna keep blowing each other up, and it's just the way to fix it is just get them people get out of there. Like, I mean, that's just bad. So I think Trump and Elon take an L on both issues. Trump on the Israel Gaza, taking over the Gaza Strip, and Elon with this South Africa. I think they both taking an L on this one.
All of aid and his tariffs and all of this stuff, because we can live through it. What I'm not sure about is whether Americans can, because for the most part, all the stuff that Vivek Ramaswamy said recently about Americans being soft, not prepared to put in the hard graft, and all this stuff, I tell you, for the experience of most foreigners is true. And it's not true of every American I know. Some of them are the most hard-working, wonderful people in the world. But as a general principle, South Africans are far more resilient and able to withstand this kind of bullshit authoritarian pressure than any American population. So, to my fellow South Africans, let's stick this out. Let's stick up the middle finger to Trump and particularly to Elon Musk, because we know from his background that he left South Africa in the apartheid era and retains the racist bullshit that's motivating these people like Creel. And now that I'm in South Africa, I'm seeing their awesome, ridiculous tweets. Fuck those guys as well. They're the past. Most of us are the future, and it's a beautiful future.
That motherfucker gave a speech. Is you running for president somewhere, motherfucker? You need to be president. So they've been tweeting back and forth. I want to read them back and forth. They tweeting to each other, Elon and the boy Julius. But basically, it's just been like, you this, that, and the other one's like, you this, motherfucker. Like, like. Where is the rest of them? I had like a couple more videos. And I'm gonna get off this live, but y'all get the point. Kind of, hopefully. This shit gotta be good versus evil, not like, that's what I said. Of course, you know, people of one particular race is gonna get riled up because they like, they're trying to, they're calling for the genocide of one particular race. And I'm not, that's not necessarily what they're saying, but man, better get out of there. They not even they don't sound like they really bothering y'all. So I don't understand what needs to be. That's what I said. Elon might just be blowing it up out of proportion, out of nowhere, just because he's ready to enact his revenge, or you know what I mean? Because remember I said this has been going on for like 2 or 3 years. They've been tweeting back and forth or having some type of debate. So now that Elon's in the White House, he's probably like, let me post this shit from a couple years ago and we gonna start this up. Like he, you know what I mean? He spun the block. Like, but you spinning the block on like a losing argument. Like, I got some crazy videos for y'all, but they different videos. They not this subject.
A revolution must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because the killing is part of a revolutionary act.
Damn. I mean, he not wrong, but you know, we sensitive in this time. But it's like, if someone is trying to kill you, you gonna just run? I'm a peaceful humanitarian. I'm going to run.
I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying to you, give a gun
means at some
solution in this country, I can tell you now.
We are not calling for the slaughter of white people, at least for now. That means at some future date, we may call for the slaughter of white people. Is that correct?
Let's deal with that at that future date. I don't know what's going to happen.
So you're saying you are not ruling out that in the future you may very well call for the slaughter of white people?
It may not be me.
Could it be you?
It could be me, yes, but it may not be me.
Yeah, so it could be you. You could, at some future date, call for the slaughter of white people.
Shoot to kill. Come on. They're gonna go right into that song. I feel like he was sitting in front of a tribunal or something. Like I said, like sometimes when I sit and listen to this, it's almost like you gotta deep reflect and meditate on like this racial topic is always such a like landmine, because it's like we always, even within a black community, look at like that might have been a problem for us. We trust people too much, or like, you know what I mean, we trust someone and then boom, they got us. So of course it's probably extra instilled in them that like, we fucks with y'all, but we can't trust y'all. And I don't know what, going off history, if we had to go off history, then he should be like this. But I don't think they want to. I don't think most black people I know, they don't want any harm to come to not any non-black person of any race. Sometimes I probably feel like we the guardians sometimes. But like I said, history repeats itself sometimes. They had him on the tribunal
for the slaughter of white people.
It may not be me.
Could it be you?
It could be me, yes, but it may not be me.
Yeah, so it could be you. You could, at some future date, call for the slaughter of white people.
Shoot to kill. Hamaza.
They gonna go right into the song.
The farmer. Kill the Boer. The farmer. Brr, pa. Pa.
I mean, who knows, even in the black American community, if they still feel deeply rooted of like, and for a reason, right, of going by history. I mean, we don't have no songs or no remix. We don't have no songs out. We got a remix. Like I don't think it would be too offensive to our culture. It'll get canceled, everything. But this is a continent and country of South America that's predominantly one tribe. If you want, let's just start saying tribe. I'm pretty sure they got songs in South Korea or North Korea talking about doing shit to each other. Like, I'm pretty sure it's other countries, Ukraine and fucking Russia. I'm pretty sure they got songs, especially Russia. They probably got drunken songs about splitting the motherfucking Ukraine head open or something. I mean, I'm trying to be, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure in Islam, they in Israel and all they Middle Eastern stuff, they probably got crazy songs. So that's what I said. It worries me if Elon is trying to bring this up or trying to start some shit about it now, because now I'm in the White House now. Because this ain't new. This ain't like no new event. These people, I guess, at the stadium, this probably was like 5 years ago. So Elon's just like, he's spinning the block. Like, like, I'm going to show your ass now, motherfucker. And it's just going to backfire. Like that white dude said, like, it's just going to backfire in their face. Like, so I don't know, man. I hope Trump don't blow this administration or Elon. I think they'll be straight, but it's the wrong angle, Elon. Like, he needs me as an advisor or something. Like, this the wrong angle, buddy. But you know, like, the world treats war crimes, let's just say war crimes against black people or whatever indigenous people of that areas, especially black people, they treat it kind of like oh well. Like a little bit like, if this was the Jewish community is something like, and someone was occupied. It's almost the same thing that's going on with Gaza and Palestine. Like, it's just, you take one side of it, but they wrong on both sides. Trump and Elon wrong on both issues.
Never be scared.
It's crazy. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all was doing so good. Y'all about to take 2 L's. I don't know if they're gonna recover it. These are big L's, and it needs 2 places that don't have nothing to do with America. I mean, it do and they don't. Well, Israel, they got their claws in America. I don't know how Trump gonna figure that out. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get the claws out of America, because they got their claws in America. That's why America always got their back like that. It's the United States of Israel, baby. I was seeing in the comments, they said, I stand with Julius Malema. I keep saying his name, Malema. I gotta hear him say his name again. I wanted to stand up when I kept seeing it in the comments at one post. I was about to stand up like, I too stand with Malema. it was a Wakanda moment. What is the old remix?
Shoot to kill, Yamazon.
I'll make a beat off this. Not the message. I'm pretty sure people be mad as hell making beat out of it.
We need to talk about African.
That shit had that drums in it. Like,
kill a man. Shoot to kill, Yamazon. Kill the poor, the farmer.
We need to talk.
That should be slapping. You throw some 808s on that drum.
About African tradition. There's no such thing as this. Was not a statement. It's not a statement of any kind, and wouldn't be read by any of this African youth as a statement. In Xhosa, this particular form of art, similar, is called Ikwijo. And Ikwijo is not a statement. It's not a political statement. It's a chant. You use it to miss. For instance, Amakwengwe, when they are going over long distances, they would be doing this thing. It's not a statement. You see, part of the problem with this is that somebody who comes from outside of that African culture interpreted it. And indeed, when you then write there, Peter Mukaba said, kill a Boer, kill a farmer, he didn't. In the sense of a statement which represents policy. And it would not have been taken as a statement that represents policy. So there's no ANC policy which says kill a farmer, kill a Boer and all that. But there would be a Makwijo of all sorts. You have a Zulu song, not quite Ikwijo, but it's traditional songs.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's some patriotic American songs in them talking about kill the British or whatever. Or then, like, it just, like I said, like Julius said, like, if we sing a song like that, y'all be like, oh. But it's not, see, the problem is the song is going completely as a whole, sounding like it's saying a whole as in one particular race. If the song was saying a country or a nation, those like Boer and farmer was like representing, which, I mean, kind of do if it representing the British or the Dutch was the colonizer or oppressors at the time. But maybe if the song was described saying just talking about a nation in the song instead of just like similes and stuff, like, I guess, like, I mean,
no, it's not a statement. It's not a statement I'm making that I will never visit.
I'm about to get out this live. I still don't know how to like summarize and like the outro for the stream. It's just like I'm more disappointed in Elon. It's like, bro, don't fuck up, man. He was doing good. Unity is the only way we're gonna survive. So I would advise him to pull your resources. Go down and sit and meet with the boy. I bet if y'all sit and meet and y'all be like, all right, yeah, I know, and you hear my side and we kind of understand, like, you meet in human, in flesh, like, and it humanizes each other. So I don't know, that's probably the only way this could be solved, because obviously they're the two top names and most of that can spearhead each movement. I mean, because homeboy ain't budging, so I don't know what. Don't start no war, because it's definitely gonna be real problematic and divisive, because black people in America are gonna be looking like, I don't know, we can't support this. We can't support America going over there, going to war with the South Africans over this. Like, it's gonna be a bad joint. So I don't know. We can't. That's gonna be a bad joint. So I don't know. Look, they jam.
Your master, kill the Boer, the farmer, kill the Boer, the farmer.
Sound like some Jamaican
shit. To kill your master, kill the Boer, the farmer.
I mean, it just sounded like he said, shoot to kill your massa. I mean, you shouldn't have been enslaving them folks. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like you can't escape your karma. Like, I mean, even if you didn't do it, your karma still might be flowing in your DNA, like, of your ancestors. Like, so whatever you do in life, your kids still might face the karma of it. Like, so, like, I mean, I don't see nothing too wrong with that. Like, yeah, let's get Massa, get his ass. Like, I mean, like, if slavery was such big as they mean, I think we just was prisoners of war and was forced to work. But well, black Americans really don't have any like songs like that. Like, that's especially like vulgar. Just be like, we gonna cut Massa head off. Like, we don't just have no songs like that. And I'm pretty sure we was singing them in any of that era, we'd have been fucking dragged out in the streets. Like, and we had some songs like that. We forgot them joints quick. Motherfuckers is getting strung up for real. Like, don't sing nothing. Like, don't even make a sound. They was on our ass back in that day. Like, god damn, you can't sing. You gotta sing a Negro spiritual. Put a little extra soul on it. Like, don't say no words. Motherfucker, Master gonna be like, what'd you say? What you say, boy? What'd you say in that singing that song, boy? What you singing? But there's a couple of places that they broke free. Sound like Haiti broke free all crazy. Sound like they kind of broke free eventually. Apartheid seemed like that was like damn near yesterday. That's fucked up. See, this shit fresher and more recent. Like, you can't tell these people how to feel. Like, this shit is way more fresher than they acting like they just got free like damn near 100 to 100 years ago. Like, less than that.
The Boer, the farmer.
Damn.
To kill your master.
It's like a war chant. That song's a war chant. They against the fucking Julius and them, but It's the meme's still funny as shit. All right, I'm gonna get off this joint. I've been on here almost an hour. I'm trying to keep these joints under an hour from now on, cause I be having like 4 or 5 topics to
As
drop.
in,
but
when
I be on one for like more than an hour, and I end up just be like, I'll wait till tomorrow or something. Then by the time tomorrow come, it be some fresh shit. Now watch, we gonna go and see Elon pop up talking about shit just on the refresh. Elon been uncovering he been doing some good ass work. I think he's just going down the wrong road on this South Africa topic. Leave that shit alone right now. I know it's close to your heart and your home, but leave it alone. You gotta approach that slowly. Like I said, go meet him. I'm talking like Elon going here what the fuck I'm saying. Like, go meet him and shit. Like, I mean, really sit down with him and be like, yo, like, you can't be mad about him over them singing that song. I mean, if you singing it extra loud and proud in 2025, I mean, are y'all still oppressing them? Are y'all still doing some shady ass practices to oppress them out their land and shit like that? If y'all is, how you gonna be mad at them? Y'all the criminals. Y'all the motherfucking international criminals. See, I don't see nothing. I hope Trump leaves it alone too. And leave Gaza alone too. I mean, that's actually a good idea, but it just is really bad that you talk about taking Gaza and just fuck it. We gonna make sure that shit is right, and then the person whose fault is that he's part of the people whose fault is sitting right next to you. It just looked real bad, and I'm hoping Trump be like, yeah, we're gonna clear that place out, rebuild it, make it some commerce and maybe a bunch of different things for the whole area, and don't give it to Israel. Like, if he gives it to Israel, that's going to be an L, Trump. That's going to be an L in your administration. Don't give it to... whatever you do, don't give it to Israel. Let it be a neutral place, maybe, of all surrounding nations. And let some of the Palestinians come back. Like, some probably not going to want to come back, but still build up some buildings and apartments that they can come back. Don't be like, oh, we move you out of here and like you can't come back. Like, give them the option to come back, but most probably ain't gonna come back. They might be relocated to Canada or somewhere. They might get relocated to fucking, where else he say, like near Egypt. I don't know if they gonna want them. Jordan and Egypt. And I don't think they're gonna want to go to fucking Greenland. if we acquire Greenland, they ain't gonna want to go up there. It's cold. But yeah, I mean, so hopefully Trump and Elon make the right decisions, man. Cause y'all doing so good. Y'all on fire right now. Like, don't mess up. I'm pretty sure being a president and working in the White House is just, it's hard. It's hard. It's probably hard. I think that's all I really got for y'all. Shoot the farmer. Shoot the Boer. That sounds like a rap song. Like, you doing so good, Elon. Don't do it. Like, it's bigger than your own experience. It's like the atrocity in the situation is way bigger than your own, just your experience of you growing up there. Like, I'm pretty sure you already witnessed that it was probably fucked up. So don't you kind of be like, yeah, it was kind of fucked up how we was doing them. Alright, I don't see no more. Just them dancing and chanting. It seemed like Eli stopped posting about it. I started looking out loud. He stopped posting about that shit. He probably see the comments like I'm probably dumb as shit. I'm wrong as shit. He probably know. Like I said, it's probably his personal feelings in it a little bit, but I know he read the comments. He probably seen the people that's like, yeah, this guy is calling for genocide, but he probably seen the people. A lot of people from over Africa, all over the world was like, no, we support Julius. Like, nah, buddy. So he probably read the room like, let me chill. Yeah, that's an L, Elon. Don't stay out of it, or just go help them. Go talk to them. And if they start singing, you better sing right with them, though. Don't get mad. Just start singing with them.
So fast, Kichi. Etatin. Kichi. Kichima. Simran Konto. Alliance. Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer. Brr, pa. Pa. Brr, pa. Pa. Attention. Sit.
It's the brr, pa. It's that part for me. Like yo, they sound like Future or somebody. Like,
what?
Sound like straight trap rapper.
Where you when I'm there? So fast, Kichi. So fast, Kichi. Etatin. Kichi. Kichima. Simran Konto. Alliance. Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer. Brr, pa. Pa. Brr, pa. Attention. Sit. Where were you when I'm there? So fast, Kichi. So fast, Kichi. Etatin. Kichi. Kichima. Simran Konto. Alliance. Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer. Brr, pa. Pa. Brr, pa. Pa. Attention. Sit. Where were you when I'm there? So fast, Kichi. So fast, Kichi. Etatin. Kichi. Kichima. Simran Konto. Alliance. Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer. Brr, pa. Pa. Brr, pa. Pa. Attention. Sit. Where were you when I'm there? So fast, Kichi. So fast, Kichi. Etatin. Kichi. Kichima. Simran Konto. Alliance. Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer. Brr, pa. Pa.
situation right now in Pretoria CBD, the masses came out today. situation right now in Pretoria CBD, the situation right now in Pretoria CBD, the masses came out.
A popular anti-apartheid song is back in the dock in South Africa. Kill the Boer had been outlawed in 2011 for allegedly inciting hatred towards whites. However, opposition leader Julius Malema got around this by replacing the word kill with kiss, and his strict version is often sung by his EFF party. But that hasn't impressed right-wing lobby group AfriForum. It's lodged a legal appeal to get that version banned too. Malema says their case is baseless.
We don't give a command through singing. When it is time to give a command, we'll give that command. And therefore, singing will never be confused for command. It is what it is. It's a chant, it's a singing, and in African culture, singing is not taken in a literal meaning. It is white people who must be ashamed of what they've done to us.
Like I said, I don't agree necessarily with the song, even though I agree that they have a right to feel that way. But that ain't that crazy. Like, you not from a country and you telling the people of that country what they can say and what they cannot sing. Like, that's wild.
You cannot turn tables now and want to blame me for the crimes committed by white people. It is a white regime that killed children in 1976. It is the white regime that killed children in the 80s and in the early 90s. It is white people who engaged in the wars of dispossession and forcefully took our land and our cows. Why can't you take responsibility? Why can't you for once just say sorry for the crimes we've committed against you?
Kill the Boer was sung by black South Africans during apartheid. Boer means farmer in Afrikaans and loosely refers to South Africans of Dutch origin who dominated the apartheid-era government. A popular anti-apartheid song is back in the dock in South Africa. Kill the Boer had been outlawed in 2011 for allegedly inciting hatred towards whites. However, opposition leader Julius Malema got around this by replacing the word kill with kiss, and his strict version is often sung by his EFF party. But that hasn't impressed right-wing lobby group AfriForum. It's lodged a legal appeal to get that version banned too. Malema says their case is baseless.
We don't give a command through singing. When it is time to give a command, we'll give that command. And therefore, singing will never be confused for command. It is what it is. It's a chant, it's a singing, and in African culture, singing is not taken in a literal meaning. It is white people who must be ashamed.
That's why these countries don't be wanting to let America up in there, because they come in there and then they gonna be telling them what they can do and they can't do in their country. The Middle East motherfuckers, that's why they don't be trying to, they be like, nah, don't come up in here with that shit. America ain't gonna go into China and tell them what they can sing and what they can't sing. America not gonna go into Russia, North Korea, Iran. They trying to get in Iran, they ain't getting in there. They not going in these places and tell them you if they want to sing some song which would be fucked up, saying delete this certain race. But you want to go to war? That's what it really is. They want to go to war. But that's wild. Like, dang, that's crazy. You in somebody else's house telling them like, nah, you can't do that no more.
Of what they've done to us. You cannot turn tables now and want.
This messed up. I hope you two don't hit me up with this.
You fucking hell.
When was this? Recently, February 9th. Caption says we're not going to America. We want to freely exercise white supremacy and racism in South Africa and attack indigenous people without hindrance. Afriforum, Afrikaners, Amerikaners, Julius Malema. I think these are the tags. Starlink. See, Elon in South America heavy with Starlink. I need to look up what Starlink is. Nigga probably controlling their minds over there with some weird shit. Is this recently? See, it's like this recently. Yeah, sing that song. This messed up. I can't play no more. What? Why is South Africa connected to the Palestinians? This is about to have me go deep dive. I'm supposed to be ending this video. It's about to have me deep dive again.
DRC combined with the minerals of South Africa. Can you imagine the minerals of DRC combined with the minerals of South Africa and with a new currency based on the minerals? What we can do to the dollar if we become a United States of Africa with our minerals alone? We can collapse the dollar. We can collapse the strong pound. Can you imagine the minerals of DRC combined with the minerals of...
I'm pretty sure they don't want that. So that's why they trying to keep y'all divided.
In droves, and this is according to property group Chas Everett. They are not settling in Cape Town, but rather a large percentage is rather moving to Gauteng. And for more on this, we're joined by the principal of Chas Everett Hyde Park and Sandton office, Rory O'Hagan, who is out in Phuket in Thailand. Good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for joining us. Your time, of course, it's night time there, but thanks for joining us. Just taking a look at the main reasons why expatriates are returning home.
So one of the main reasons that we're finding that they're returning home is they left South Africa for various reasons in the last couple of years, and certainly as a result of COVID. What we find is that obviously it's socioeconomic factors that are leading to them wanting to come back and live in South Africa. And when we look, it's a lifestyle-driven decision as well. You know, friends and family are not the same when you're in a foreign country. You haven't got the infrastructure around you that is supportive in that respect. We're also finding that the euphoria of people having left South Africa has worn off. So in other words, that sort of idea of I'm going to go and live somewhere else, I'm going to live this amazing life, I'm going to escape load shedding, I'm going to escape crime, or for whatever the factor might be, or it might just simply be to get a job elsewhere.
And financially, it doesn't matter to me how many children a man has if he can financially and psychosocially provide for that child's needs. My question for Nick Cannon, because I could give a damn about Elon Musk. He made his money off of his daddy through apartheid, okay? Elon Musk is not no social activist. He's a white supremacist masquerading as a social activist. If Elon Musk wants to impress me, take some of your daddy's money and give it back to South Africa so we can build jobs for these unemployed black men and women. Until you do that, stop masquerading as a social activist. You are the beneficiary of apartheid and white privilege. Cut it to hell out. As far as Nick Cannon goes, who is my brother, and I don't know his personal business, but if he's able to make time to spend with each one of his children,
Oh, they got the gats out?
Oh,
wow. Big wow. They're like, pass pass me the gun. They were like, yeah, give me the gun, sir. Like, you wildin'. That's how they took it from him. Like, oh yeah, you wildin' out. See, it's a white dude right there. He ain't worrying about them fucking with him. Cause the white people that know, they know we all together. We together. We just gotta watch the outside motherfuckers stick their slippery head in the door trying to divide us. We gotta watch them. Yo, I'm trying to tell you. That gunshot was loud as shit. I can't get off the damn video. Let me go.
Was, het makkelijk gehad. Vrouwen en kinders soos by Bloukrans en Moordspruit met asgaai. Heer Boer.
Where the captions at?
So in een asgaai, twee wit men.
What? Said 2 white people were skewered on 1 spear. Damn, they did that to them? It's fucked up.
En daarom is ek heel waarskynlik.
Damn, so Elon Musk really was on some Nazi shit? Cause they say that this is probably their role model for them apartheid motherfuckers back in the day. Definitely looking like swastika looking. Damn, so that's the enemy? That's the boss level enemy? Now we done feed the Sodom and Gomorrah motherfuckers. Now we got going to the neo-Nazis and them crazy thinkers now. Like, damn, this shit is really a video game. I hope they don't get Elon, man. Come on, Elon, don't fuck up, man. We all together. Don't let that programming sneak back up. Hey, making the wrong decisions. You in the White House now, man.
Onpopulair by die liberaliste, maar feit van die saak is 27.000 kruisies dui uit die dorre aarde na bo en praat met God en die volk.
Fuck is he speaking? That German? Sound like Russian or Turkish. It's somewhere in Northern Europe, wherever the hell that is.
Hier lê ons kinders, hier lê kampmoeders, hier lê derde van die geslag, hulle is dood. En met daardie aanspraak is die AWP bereid om die dood tegemoet te gaan.
How you gonna say this is the land we claim and the land we'll die for? That's nasty work right there.
Hulle kry nie ons land nie. Ons sal die ANC gelyk maak met wapengeweld in hierdie land voor hulle. Hou met gebed, hou met arbeid, hou met organisasie, hou met stem.
He's spitting. I don't know what he's saying. That nigga was spitting just now.
Hou met die kanon, maar hou in Gods naam, want jy het geen reg om te oorhandig aan die communiste van die ANC. Dit is God se land, dit gelofte land. En hulle sê die AWP dryf weer, ja!
He hype.
Ek dryf julle in die duidelikste taal. Hou jou pote af van die boere.
Hand off the Boer's land. Whole time it sounded like they saying Boer's like, you know, like Boer. I thought like Boer was like a warthog. See, I'm about to go deep into it, but if I start searching, I'm gonna uncover a whole bunch of shit. Boers. Why are they called the Boers?
The truth, whether you like it or not, it's your own. I came here not to please anyone. I'm here to speak the truth, whether you like it or not. It's your own baby to feed Malta Bella. I'm not in the business of going around to please people. I only tell the truth. Now, I represent a non-racial organization, but we do not fight for white people. Why? Why should we fight for them? What do you want? What do they want? When you say you are fighting for all in South Africa, black and white, what do white people want? Except to want to remain in a position of privilege. That's what they want. They want to remain in a position of privilege, and we are rejecting that. There is no white person who's going to remain in a position of privilege. We must all be equal. And in bringing the equality, we have to take deliberate decisions to empower the less privileged to be at the same level with those who are privileged. So I...
Malema declared an international economic freedom fighter says it's not bothered by a call by Elon Musk to have Julius Malema declared an international criminal. The EFF national spokesperson is now Tambo, joining us now for a response to Elon Musk's comments. And Mr. Tambo, good evening to you. Thanks for your time. A very strongly worded statement by the EFF, and you add to that the earlier response by the leader of the EFF on the X platform. What, in a nutshell, is the EFF's understanding of where these attacks are coming from and what brings them about?
Look, Paul, I think you're raising a much higher level of conversation around what Elon Musk is doing, because as the EFF, we think that this is primarily sourced at the South Africans' position against apartheid Israel's genocide against Palestinian people. And that is what we have assessed this to be. So South Africa has taken Israel to the International Criminal Court. The National Assembly, the Sixth National Assembly, has resolved to expel the Israeli embassy from South Africa and cut all diplomatic ties with Israel. And
they keep saying they're being targeted because they support Palestine, but I thought Elon supported Palestine too. Like, and it was kind of like shocking within the Republican Party, wondering what Elon thinks that Trump is seeming like he's siding or helping Gaza Strip. I don't know if he's particularly helping Israel, but helping the area of Gaza. So like, I thought Elon was for Palestine. I thought I learned that somewhere, but it's just weird. It's like I said, it might be deeper. For some reason, all of a sudden that chant video of them singing that song in the stadium popped up. Elon started posting it out of nowhere, when it didn't just happen like yesterday or nothing. It happened a couple of years ago at that stadium. So something going on, like something behind the scenes. They plotting and scheming.
We think that this is just a culmination of all of those resolutions, and they are trying to hide behind a question that is not based on reality of Afrikaner people being treated with a sense of genocide or being ill-treated in South Africa. So the declaration by Elon Musk that the president of the EFF is an international criminal who must be declared an international criminal is something that doesn't faze us. It's just a culmination of the U.S. foreign policy position that seeks to punish us for our position on Israel, but is seeking reasons otherwise to do so.
Yeah. The EFF leader, would he have any interest to visit the United States of America? And I'm raising that on the basis of this sanction. He ought to be sanctioned, and add to that he be declared an international criminal. Would that have been part of his itinerary at any point to want to visit America, or for him, this is simply one of those non-issues?
Look, the president of the EFF has been declared persona non grata before he formed the EFF. While he was the president of the Youth League, he has always been someone who has been a thorn in people's sides. So for Elon Musk to declare the EFF president as an international criminal is nothing that surprises us. We had no intention to go to the United States of America to explain anything, because we knew that the country is now under the custodianship of a maniac. And that maniac is trying to assert his authority by using sanctions and cutting of foreign aid as a mechanism to determine domestic policy, economic and political, of different nations. And everyone is rejecting him. And the president of the EFF has just become part and parcel of the policy resolutions of the president of the United States and the Department of Government Efficiency, which is led by Elon Musk, to cut off financial aid to countries that are not aligned to the foreign policy of Donald Trump. So, of course, the EFF is not aligned to the foreign policy of Donald Trump. So we have no intention to go and canvass our perspectives in the United States of America. If we are barred from the United States of America, it's welcome, because it reaffirms us as people who are diametrically opposed to what Donald Trump represents, and we're not ashamed of that.
There is a view that perhaps it would serve no purpose at all to go toe-to-toe with an administration that seems unreasonable, and add to that perhaps even lacks interest to interrogate South Africa's policy positions, if indeed the American administration were that interested in the formulation of our laws. Does the EFF intend continuing this tit for tat, even on social media, or is this perhaps the end of it, or is it something that you would want to see prolonged?
Look, Paul, I don't think the EFF is involved in a tit for tat with the United States of America. We don't have the grounding to do so, by the way. We're an opposition party in South Africa, so we don't have the standing to go with a tit for tat for the United States of America. The fact that the United States of America has come for the EFF should be quite telling, because we don't have any political or governance standing to speak against what the United States of America does or its relations with the state of South Africa, the Republic of South Africa. But what we're saying is that currently, as things stand, we think that the United States of America under Donald Trump does not have positive relations with any country. And they are going down a very slippery slope that is going to isolate everyone, because their position or their approach to trade relations, to diplomatic and economic relations with all nations, is that this is what the United States is saying: you either succumb or you get sanctioned. And it's not going to be sustainable for them, which is why the EFF has been calling for intensified trade relations with China, with India, and with all BRICS nations, because the United States of America seems to be trying to assert its dominance on the world, and everyone must be able to decide on themselves that we need to build trade relations with people who are not going to use foreign policy to make us succumb to what they want to happen in the entire world. So the EFF has happened to be a victim or a highlight of Donald Trump's irresponsible foreign policy. And I think Cyril Ramaphosa must be able to appreciate the fact that he doesn't need to be EFF, he doesn't need to align with the EFF, but he has to appreciate the fact that the United States of America is not engaged in proper diplomatic relations with nations it should be relating with. They are engaged in bullying, and he mentioned that in his State of the Nation address, and we hope that he'll be able to follow through, because there's consequences to it.
Every decent South would not celebrate the murder of anyone. Any decent South African. I've got a few questions that I've set here and a few notes. The first one being, are you specifically, and then also on behalf of AfriForum, are you saying white genocide does not exist in South Africa, whether farm murders or otherwise?
There's not a white genocide going on in South Africa. and the AfriForum doesn't claim that there is one. So it's not just me talking, I'm talking as a representative of AfriForum.
Okay.
That is not the reality in South Africa, and we've never said it is.
Do you think a part of the issue that we have is, I'm going to speak now from a black perspective, maybe there's a jealousy, asking your opinion of course, but maybe it's also me just thinking out loud. Maybe there's a jealousy. Maybe we don't speak up enough about murders in our spaces, and we're jealous that these people are so loud. Every decent South would not celebrate the murder of anyone, any decent South African. I've got a few questions that I've set here and a few notes. The first one being, are you specifically, and then also on behalf of AfriForum, are you saying white genocide does not exist in South Africa, whether farm murders or otherwise?
There's not a white genocide going on in South Africa, and the AfriForum doesn't claim that there is one. So it's not just me talking, I'm talking as a representative of AfriForum.
Okay.
That is not the reality in South Africa, and we've never said it is.
Hey, Toser!
I create the political wind in South Africa, and therefore cannot go with a certain wind. The flip-flopper is a title given to me by my enemies. And why should I?
A popular anti-apartheid song is back in the dock in South Africa. Kill the Boer had been outlawed in 2011 for allegedly inciting hatred towards whites. However, opposition leader Julius Malema got around this by replacing the word kill with kiss, and his tweaked version is often sung by his EFF party. But that hasn't impressed right-wing lobby group AfriForum. It's lodged a legal appeal to get that version banned too. Malema says their case is baseless.
We don't give a command through singing. When it is time to give a command, we'll give that command. And therefore singing will never be confused for command. It is what it is. It's a chant, it's a singing, and in African culture, singing is not taken in a literal meaning. It is
A popular anti
Children Konto Alliance shoot to kill the mother, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa. Attention, kichi, kichi, kichima. Children Konto Alliance shoot to kill the mother, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa. Attention, kichi, kichi, kichima. Children Konto Alliance shoot to kill the mother, kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa. Attention. Kichi, kichi, kichima. Simran Konto Alliance. Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa.